Hi, this is Monty from Mopar Vehicles, and here's another one of our detailed vehicle appraisals on a car that's just recently come into us as a part exchange. Now, I'm going to briefly walk around the car, tell you a bit about it, or quite a bit about it, the reasons we do these videos, etc. Now, they tend to take about 8 to 10 minutes long, so I do apologise. I will try and do it as quickly as possible because it's been raining all day, then we've got a nice bit of sun. I thought I'd come out and do the photos and videos, and it's just started to pour of rain again. So, right, the reasons we do these videos. If you read some of my reviews, it's all about trust, honesty, integrity. We tell you exactly how it is, so whether you're 3 miles away or 300 miles away, when you come to view the vehicle, it should be as I've described it. Now, we are all human, we might miss one or two little things, but they're not done intentionally. Now, a bit about the car. It came in as a part exchange from a young lady, I think it was in the Hive area. Lady was in her 80s. They'd actually purchased this vehicle new, her and her husband. Fortunately, her husband passed away a few years ago, and unfortunately the car's just a bit too big. If you do any mileage checks on it or history checks in terms of MOT, you'll see that the car in the last sort of 5 or 6 years hasn't really done much in the way of mileage, and unfortunately hasn't had lots and lots of service history, so it's only part service history. Now, what we've done with this car since we've taken it in, oh, by the way, just to let you know, this car just covered just over 41,000 miles. They are all genuine mileage. So what have we done to the car since we brought it in? We've put a brand new clutch in the car, no cheap sort of makes or anything like that. Quality clutch. We've got the old clutch so we can show you it's been replaced. We've given the car a full service as well. Now, unfortunately, the car has got a few age-related marks, a few little bumps here and there where the young lady couldn't get it in the garage. And in fairness, the car she's bought off of me is a little smart car to fit in the garage. She'd obviously had a few little bumps and scrapes, but hence the price of the car. For a 41,000 mile vehicle, it is priced accordingly. Okay, and I'll go through that with you and I'll show you all the little bumps and scrapes and what have you. That's the reason behind the videos. Okay, so genuine 41,000 miles, got a long MOT up until I think it was March 2019. There were a couple of advisories on there, nothing major. I think there was one to do with like an oil leak that was coming from the oil filter housing, but that should be rectified now after we've done the oil change on the car. So I'll point everything out to you. Please don't expect a brand new car when you come to have a look at it. It drives absolutely fantastically. Now with the new clutch on there, lovely good biting point. Again, quality clutch that we fitted to the car. So we'll start off on the driver's side front. Now, tyre wise, this car's got Michelin tyres on the front and it's got Bridgestone tyres on the back. Just notice there, the wheel trim's out a little bit. There you go, give that a little bit, bang. So, driver's side front, you'll notice on the wing there's a few dents along here and there. Okay, and there's a few little scuffs along on the front bumper. Again, if I took a photograph back here, you probably wouldn't see most of the scuffs, so you'll pick up the dents. Just one of those things. Hence the price of the car. It has been priced accordingly, based around the few little scrapes here and there. All right, we're not going to be painting anything. Again, if we were going to be spending money getting this car painted, we're going to be looking at over £2,000 for the vehicle. Okay, now as I mentioned, it was owned by the same family. Effectively, it is a one-owner car, but when her husband passed away, she transferred the vehicle from his name to her name. So it's a two-owner car, but it was always in the same family. All right, now I'm just going to try and pan around. Hopefully you can try and pick up some of the reflections. Okay, and I'll point out a couple of bits and pieces on this side for you as well. Okay, so I've mentioned a bit about the wing. Door edges around here, you've got a few little bits that have been touched up. And on the rear wing, there's a tiny little couple of little marks on there. But again, it looks like some sort of stage it might have been painted, etc., that type of thing. Okay, I will show you inside very shortly. Now, I do apologise, you may see a few little raindrops on the car. It's just started to rain, but I've had quite a few customers who've asked me about the car and wanted to see some pictures. So, showing you inside, That bleeping you can hear is probably where the lights are on. Let me just switch them off. So door panels all looking really good. Interior looks really nice. No bad staining, ripping, tearing, nothing like that, fraying. Air conditioning is nice and super ice cold. You've got climate control air conditioning, so it's more like a digital air conditioning. CD player, radio, and you've got all your information in the screen up the top. You've got your controls on the end of the wiper here, so you've got automatic wipers, you've got your controls there for volume, etc. And you've got your electric mirrors. Okay, so that's all fine there. So again, show you the back of the car, all looks really good. In fairness, I wouldn't have thought the back of the car has really been sat in at all. All looks lovely in there. Again, the car's just recently had a full valet as well. Now you've got an adjustable height on the driver's seat, so that I forgot to show you on there. So you've got adjustable height on the driver's seat. That's what that lever is for. Okay. So as I mentioned, there's a couple of little scuffs here. Looks like they've been touched up or painted at some sort of stage. Then you're going to have a couple of little marks along there. Now it may sound like I'm just sort of like pointing everything out. I do point everything out. Hence I've said, or mentioned, please don't expect a brand new car when you do turn up to have a look at it. Okay. So, boot, all looks really good. There's still a Haynes owner's manual in there. And you've got a spare tyre underneath the actual panel here. It's a brand new tyre, never ever been used. Look at that, the sun's coming out now, so I do apologise if you do get a bit of glare. Now, this side of the bumper looks like it's had a few little scratches along here, and they've been touched up. Again, if I took this picture from back here, you wouldn't see any of this. Okay, so this side of the car is probably about the worst side. Okay, now you've got a few little marks along this wheel arch here, but again, looks like that's been sort of painted at some sort of stage or touched up, etc. And if I can try and pick up, this trim has started to come away from the door. Okay, again, if I took that photograph from back here, you really wouldn't see it. And how many times have you gone to have a look at a car that someone has described as in fantastic condition or great condition, etc. When you turn up, it's not as described. Okay, so I just wanted to point that out to you. Along here, and a few little sort of marks on that door panel there where it looks like it's caught or sort of slightly dented it. Again, if I sort of duck down, if I move the camera really slowly, you might try and pick up some of the markings on there. Okay, so let's just show you passenger side front. Again, all looks really good in here. So what we've tried to concentrate on is making sure the car mechanically it's had a service and we've replaced the clutch. That's what we've wanted to make sure that we've done on the vehicle, make sure it's all nice and clean. So hopefully, look, I can't, you know, swear by everything. I didn't build this car, I didn't change the clutch, I didn't do all the service work or anything like that. But hopefully we'd like to think that the next owner, you know, the car should give them many, many years of trouble-free motoring. Now this car will come with warranty. It will come with 6 months warranty. And I forgot to show you, there's a couple of little cubby holes there. There's one up there. There's another one down there to the glove box. Electric window switches as well. Now the car drives really, really well. There's no bangs, clonks, knocks, nothing like that that comes from the car. Now you'll see some pictures of the engine bay. We do not jet wash any engine bays whatsoever. Nothing is jet washed. Okay, so we just rub everything down, bit of WD-40 and that type of thing. Right, just show you the tyres again. There will be some pictures of the tyres. Again, it's quite hard now, the sun's starting to come out, but you've got plenty of tread on all the tyres. Okay, front end of the car, a few little touch-ups that have been done along this edge. Look, at the end of the day, I know it does sound like, you know, I'm condemning the car. It's not. I just want to try and point everything out to you, so when you do come and have a look at it, there's nothing. I've tried to disclose everything I can possibly see on the car. All right, so we're coming up to about 10 minutes on now, so do apologise for boring you, but I just want to try and be as thorough as possible. You know, if you have a look at our reviews on Auto Trader, they are all 5-star. We try our very best for all our customers. All right, so thank you again for your time, and if this particular car you're interested in, or anything else you wanted to know about Mopar Vehicles, please don't hesitate to give me a call or send me an email. I do get an awful lot of emails and I always reply to them. Unfortunately, not a lot of customers do tend to want to reply back, but please feel free. We don't push anybody into anything. We never hassle customers on the phone. So please, if there's anything you're interested in, just pick up the phone, send me a text message or send me an email, and I'll get back to you as quickly as possible. Thank you again. Bye-bye.